Hey there guys, how you doing today? I have two pieces of news for you before I even really start this video. First of all, if I sound at all ill or just not my normal self, it's because I have been very sick for the past few days, and that's the reason why I haven't been making very many videos, if any videos at all. The only videos that I actually have been uploading are my old mobile videos that I've pre-made just in case certain days or situations like this came about and I wouldn't have zero videos to upload. So anyways, what I wanted to show you guys is this new thing right here. It's called hardcore mode, and what it does is it gives you 2 times your money and 2 times your bloon stones, and you don't have to like start a game on hardcore mode. It means every single tile you can decide if you want to put it on hardcore mode, hardcore parkour, or if you just want to leave it on regular mode. So if you have a really easy level that you haven't really beaten, or you have a lot of really low levels, ceramic levels, or anything like that, hey, maybe you want to go and play those really fast and get some extra money out of them, compared to trying to go out here into this crazy volcano land and stuff like that and try and beat some of those random guys. So I'm gonna try and kind of show you guys the difference between a hardcore mode and a non-hardcore mode by trying to play a somewhat equal level. So I got a BFB level here. It says it's 4 difficulty and it says it's 3 difficulty, but when I look at it, I don't see this as being that much more difficult than this one. Of course, this one's a little bit easier, but it's not like ridiculously more easy. So we're actually going to play this one on hardcore mode because I think this one is probably just a little bit easier than the other one. We're going to see if we can just beat it normally. So we're going to start off on hardcore. Alright, I think that's what you guys are interested in the most. So let's get going. First things first, yeah, let's go for that ninja. Get that ninja right about there, and we're going to get him up reasonably high. We're going to go up to a 3-1 ninja, and then after that I need some sort of lead popping power or something like that. Oh wow, we really can't reach those red balloons? That's kind of surprising if you just look at it. It looks like you can reach them. So as far as the sickness goes, it wasn't like a little cold or something like that. I wasn't just like, you know, I don't feel so good. I got a little bit of a snotty nose coming out. No, I'm not a huge baby when it comes to those things. Basically, I had water coming out of every single orifice of my body. It was awful. For like about 8 hours straight, I just could not drink water, or else it would just come right up or go right out. It would just gone, and it was just ridiculous. I could not stay hydrated, and I probably drank about a gallon of water, and literally none of it stayed in me. It was that ridiculous. So anyways, we're going to start to need more popping power, so I think I'm going to go with a mortar just because I like the micro action of a mortar on this level, especially because there's a lot of good spots for it. There's this spot down here, there's that spot right here, there's another decent spot, and then another spot at the very end just in case. Also, you don't really have any sort of spike factors that you can use, so having that little bit of extra micro action can really help you out. So we're going to go for a Bernie stuff guy right from the get-go, and because we're not interested in getting a 4-2 ninja as fast as frickin' possible for those first few Moabs that are not going to come on level 6 or 7 or 8 like we're used to, we really don't have to worry about getting that super high level ninja up. So we do want to get that high level ninja, but it's not as important as we might tend to think sometimes. Also, don't forget that you do have cannons and boomerangs, positively amazing right here. You can use them very easily. I still think that ninjas are probably one of the best things to use in the beginning here, though. At least in my opinion, definitely one of the best things to do. But don't feel afraid if you want to go ahead and use a boomerang here and there to start off with as well. In fact, a 2-3 boomerang is definitely not a bad tower to start off with, no matter who you are or where you are in the game. If you got them checkmarked, of course, in a desert tile or anything like that. And then maybe just relying on road spikes a little bit more for those Moab type of balloons and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and get this guy up. You only need about $500 more, and as soon as you get that, you got 3/5 more popping power than what you currently have. So don't forget that that is just, oh my goodness, epic amounts of popping power right there. Look at that, $20 more, and we got it up. And now we can get our distraction up, and now any sort of Moabs that come out are just going to be plain demolished. It's going to be super easy for us to pop those. And keep in mind, this is on hardcore mode, so this is supposed to be harder than what it actually is. Is it seeming very hard so far? Well, I'm actually doing it no lives lost at the moment. So if I'm going to try this, I'm probably going to go for the double balloon stones. I'm probably not going to go for the double money, just because $300 at this point in the game is almost worthless, if you ask me. Anyways, we're going to start to need more popping power and more everything power. So let's start off with a boomerang. I think, honestly, this is not that bad of a spot. Right next to your ninja, get him up to 2-3, preferably 0-3 first if at all possible. I just think 0-3s are more effective versus Moabs, as well as, you know, you got lead popping power and you got all that other stuff. And then once you get them up to 2-3, it's just a nice quick get up instead of going 2-0 and then all of a sudden you have to wait that $1,600 for that third tier right side of Boomerang. And as you can tell, just rocking the balloons right now. Even with regrow ceramics coming out. Oh my goodness gracious. Now that would be a scary situation if I didn't understand what was going on. But I do. So let's keep getting these, actually, you know, let's go for a monkey village next. Yeah, why not? Let's get a monkey village up. We'll start to get all of our camo detection going and get everything cheaper. Boom, baddy, boom, boom. So there's only 26 waves, which is a little bit lower than what I'm used to. I'm actually used to going for 30 waves right now. Lately, I've been playing a lot of those really, really far tiles, which I do have a little bit of a surprise for you guys with me playing some volcano tiles. I know I'm just more excited to play volcano tiles than you guys probably are. I just felt like the volcano tiles were... I've never seen any, and I've never played any, or at least maybe one or two in the very, very early game in the first stage of the beta, which is a very long time away from me, and it's a completely different game by this time. So anyways, let's keep on flowing through here. We're just going to keep spamming these Moab Maulers. Oh man, that's going to be a... Oh man, let's get another one of these. Let's get another 2-3 Boomerang. We're really nice and quick here. And oh man, that was actually kind of crazy right there. We're going to go for the no lives lost though. So let's try and see what our mortar can do. Come on, little mortar. And it looks like we're going to need at least one set of road spikes here, but we are going to be able to clean them up. And I think Moab Maulers are my next thing to get. Or an ice tower, really. I mean, ice tower is definitely not a bad thing to get. I wish I could fit one right here though. Or here. That'd just be so nice. So we're going to put one ice tower here actually. And then we're going to start spamming some more of those Moab Maulers. Sometimes they really get you with those fast balloons, you know? You don't really think about it, but you're usually just trying to get that Moab popping power up, because that's usually your biggest issue, is the Moab balloons, you know? That's like, all of your towers have popping power, but you usually don't have that many towers that have Moab popping power. And when you start thinking about it, you're like, oh man, I just need to get some Moab popping power, because I already have a decent amount of popping power, and then those big gigantic rushes come out of nowhere, just poop rape you, and just got nothing left, and you're just completely dead. And that's obviously not fun to deal with. So anyways, oh my goodness, I just feel like I'm not playing the best of my ability right now. Maybe my mind is a little bit warped or just tired from the past few days. I didn't get very much sleep, I must say. But we'll continue on. We'll just flow on through here. Just get some more of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And actually going to need to micro just a little bit as well with our mortar again. And there's my 4th Moab Mauler, and that's probably all I'm going to need since there is no BFBs on here. Actually, no, let's go for a 5th one really quick. Just make sure it's in the range. And here we go. We got a 5th one. Also, keep in mind that I really don't have that much camo detection at the moment. And if I absolutely needed it, I would go for the Signal Flare, which is now even more expensive. $810. Oh my goodness. Or wait, no, everything's more expensive, isn't it? Alright, never mind. I lied. It's not more expensive. Everything's supposedly more expensive. Boomerangs and... yeah. Oh yeah, see, yeah, everything's, I think... what is that? 10% more expensive? Which isn't like a ridiculous amount, but I mean, it adds up pretty fast right there, guys. Boy, does it. So as far as my popping power is concerned, I think I'm just going to spam the 2-3 boomerangs. I don't feel like saving up for an Arctic Wind. I don't think I'm going to need them. So if I don't think I'm going to need anything, why even try and get them? We'll just spam those boomerangs right now, and they're definitely not a bad way to go for popping power, unless a massive, like, 30 BFBs come out right at the very end there, which I severely doubt is going to happen. And if it does, it just shows that I am not expecting how hard this hard mode actually is. And that's something that we really have to worry about. Now, of course, the hard mode... or wait, what is it called? I forget already. Whatever, I'm going to call it hard mode for now. I'll look at it right afterwards so I don't completely mess things up for you guys. But as far as hard mode is concerned, I think it's going to help people out a lot in the early game. Because what it's going to allow is for you to get on those little red balloon levels or green balloon levels, it's going to allow us to actually get 10 balloon stones on every single one of those levels, where it's actually easy to get no lives lost, or at least a lot easier than it is on these DDT and BFB levels and crap like that. They're way harder to get, obviously, if you ask me. So if we're going to get 10 balloon stones on there, we can really rack up some money pretty darn fast, right, guys? At least I think so. So anyways, as you can tell, you know, some balloons still trying to leak on through. We'll just get a couple more boomerangs over here. I'm just going to clean these guys up nice and easy. And honestly, that wasn't the best defense ever, 2-3 boomerang spams. Really not the best defense ever, but definitely not a terrible defense. I probably should just mix it up, got a couple ice towers and a couple cannons, and I would have been a little bit better off. But again, it worked out, so that was hard mode for you guys. Of course, playing on a pretty easy tile, BFB and desert tile. But I just want to show you guys. We got no lives lost, and we got 10 balloon stones. And I guess $1,000 really isn't that bad. So anyways, let's play another tile just on regular mode, just in case you guys aren't really used to a BFB tile. Or it's hardcore. Hardcore, not hard. So it's hardcore mode. Let's start off with a... let's do the same thing we did last time. Let's basically start off with a ninja. We'll get a boomerang. Or we'll get a mortar, then a boomerang. Just see where it leads us. I would like to put my ninja kind of in this vicinity right here. I've realized that this is actually a fairly good spot for a ninja. So I'm just going to get my 3-1 ninja to start off with, and then a boomer, or then a mortar, and then start saving up for that 4-2 boom. Oh man, 4-2 ninja. Whoa, I can't even talk today, can I? Yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Normally on this level, I'd actually prefer to start off with a 2-3 boomerang, but in the essence of trying to keep it very similar, I'm trying to do the same thing and kind of go along with the same game plan for both times and see if it actually seems a lot harder or seems a lot easier. Now, one thing that might actually be the case is, though, they think, oh, we're making it a lot harder because we're sending out more balloons, but that might also mean more money and more things to build and easier defenses and higher upgrades. So overall, it might actually be easier to get something like that. So let's get our mortar up. It might be easier to play hardcore mode, and that's something that I want to test out right now. Of course, I think Ninja Key would probably test this out a reasonable amount before they go too crazy with it and say, oh man, we're just going to release it and just let it flow. They usually don't do things like that. They usually try and test it pretty extensively to make sure that they don't mess things up pretty bad. Anyways, we got increased accuracy, we got a pretty decent mortar over here, and overall I can tell you right now there's a huge difference in the amount of balloons coming out. By level 6 I could almost afford a 4-2 ninja already. I mean, of course, everything is cheaper as well, so maybe they're thinking that the amount of balloons that come out will actually kind of correlate to the increased cost and not really make you able to build that many extra more towers, but I disagree at the moment. At the moment, I don't really see that happening. But still, at the same time, just really, really easy. Kind of easy-going, flowing game at the moment. Nothing too hard or anything coming out. And it's just overall simple. It's just a nice, simple game. And the other one was extremely, extremely hard. So how are you guys liking Bloons Monkey City? Have you guys kind of like stopped playing it? Or are you guys still just kind of flowing along, just maybe picking up some money every once in a while, just playing a couple tiles every once in a while? Because that seems to be the way I usually have been playing Bloons Monkey City. I don't play anymore where I try and capture 10 tiles in a row or 20 tiles in a row or anything like that anymore. It's more of just a chillax type of fest where I just sit there and I'll maybe gather a tile, gather some coin, come back every once in a while and see if I want to gather a little bit more. And as you can tell, my placement is now not quite as efficient as I thought it would be. But as soon as I get this 4th tier ninja, again, I think it'll be a pretty big difference. Only about $200 more required, and we will get that 4th tier. Yes. And there it is, 4th tier ninja, yeah boys! So let's start getting our, let's go for the boomerang next. I think that's my best bet. Let's go for that boomerang. We'll get him up to 2-3. And like I said, I think I would probably go with the 2-3 boomerang before a ninja on this level, unless it was really, really crazy. If there was some sort of really crazy things going on, then I might actually go with a ninja. Like, really, really fast Moab is the only way you're going to beat that level is if probably start off with a ninja and get almost a 4-2 ninja as your first tower and almost get lucky that there's no really big grouped balloons coming very fast. That's why sometimes if you ever get a level where you get a fast Moab and fast regrows, you can almost not win. There's almost no tower choices that you could use together that are going to be good versus group balloons and good versus Moabs. It's different. So anyways, let's get some more pop and power out of these guys. Get that 2-3 boomerang, got that ninja up, and the next thing we're going to get is a Moab Mauler. Pretty much the same thing as last time. We'll put him right here, and then I think, you know what, we'll go for another monkey. Oopsie doodles. Oopsie doodle. We'll go for another monkey village right after that. Oh, man, and I mean, I think on that last level there was like 3 or 4 BFBs that came out right at the end there, and at the moment there's, of course, no Moabs coming out yet. I think Moabs first came out on level like 16 or so, and let's see if that changes. Let's see if that changes. And of course, you guys are probably going to know better than me because I don't memorize exactly what Moab comes out, when a ceramic comes out, when a BFB comes out, and exactly how many BFBs come out on every single level, on every single tile. I don't memorize that stuff, but you guys can easily go back and look, and of course I could too, but I can't do that while I'm commentating. So let's get this monkey village up, and we'll get another one of these guys. Just keep spamming them. I'm going to get about 4 of them up. I think I got 5 last time, so why not just go for 5 of them. But I also spammed quite a few 2-3 boomerangs as well. And just, oh, you know what, I should probably get some cam detection as well. Let's just get this guy up to Signal Flare. At first, when I was like, oh no, they raised the price of the Signal Flare, I was really, really sad. And then I realized, oh, they didn't. They didn't at all. So group balloons still can be a pretty big issue. I mean, we almost had some problems with those. So maybe we should switch this up a little bit and go with another 2-3 boomerang. 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2. Because, you know, Moabs haven't even come out yet. We need to worry about these group balloons more than the Moabs if we haven't even seen a Moab yet. Obviously. Also, I believe I had an ice tower in the last game, so why not get another? Just get one. Well, why not? Right, guys? Right. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it seems like Ice Shards got a lot less good. I don't know, maybe it's just me, and I just haven't really played with it. But, I mean, of course, Ice Shard seems to be different in every single game now. Mobile, do we have this? Okay, good. Okay, good. I was a little scared there for a second. I'm like, wait, I don't have any Camel Lead Pop Power. Oh, no! I would have had pineapples and stuff, but, you know, you get a little scared every once in a while. So let's keep going on with these Moab Maulers. Kind of expensive, to be honest. But what you're going to do, that's the only way you're going to get a lot of Moab popping power up. And then I think I'm just going to keep spamming those 2-3 boomerangs. And now you're starting to see where the money is actually starting to flow in this game, as well as it was in the last game. But early game, it's way, way different. So yeah, let's just keep going with these guys. And again, I don't think this is the best defense ever. I don't think spamming 2-3 boomerangs is a good, solid way to beat all of the balloons. I'm just trying to make similar defenses and seeing how things would go, just building like what a normal person might build. You know, of course, you got checkmark things. Hey, let's build them. You know, an inexperienced player might just say that exactly. When you get a little bit more experience, you realize that mixing things up a little bit might actually help you out a little bit more. So it seems like BFBs probably came out right around the same level, I must say. Not a huge difference there. Seems like we actually are getting more money now, though. And I think I actually ended up with a 5th Moab Mauler, if I remember correctly. So now I actually have extra money compared to last time. I'm not sure if that's just because of the level, because of luck, because of anything like that. But overall, it just seems like I have more money now. So if I have extra money, I can do 2 things with that money. I can either go for a 0-3 Monkey Village, or 2-3 Monkey Village for that matter, or just build some random towers to help me out just a little bit. And I think, honestly, my best bet's probably just building a couple random towers. In fact, if I could save up for an Arctic Wind, that would just be plain amazing, if you ask me. Just get an Arctic Wind and you're going to be pretty much set. Right, guys? As far as balloons go, but maybe not. You know, I think maybe I don't have as much money as I think I have. Whatever. I think it's actually right around the same amount of money by the time you get to the end of the game, realistically. So overall, hardcore mode. What's my opinion on it? I think when you get to the point where I'm at in the game, hardcore mode really isn't going to affect me very much, because I really am not going to spend 25 minutes just to lose on level 26 or something like that of a hardcore mode game. I'd rather just take my chances with an easier one and get the 5 balloon stones. I got enough tiles where I'd rather have a better chance of just doing it after 2 tiles than failing on it several times and getting mad and then quitting the game. At least that's my opinion. So overall, yeah, hardcore tiles definitely interesting. I like that they added it to the game. But as far as gamers are concerned, like me and you, who already have towns that are level 20 or 25, we're probably not going to end up using it very much, guys. We really aren't. Unless you're just being silly, or unless you're just kind of greedy. If you're greedy, you might end up trying it a lot and then end up losing a lot, and then you'll get mad, and then we'll all be sad together. Yes, of course, because I'm pretty greedy. I'll admit it. I'm the first person to know that I'm a greedy person when it comes to BTV and economy and things like that. I really just want to get the very, very best that I possibly can of the amount of monies. And overall, I mean, that's all I'm going to have for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you can't really tell that I'm sick. If you can, I'm sorry. I try to do my best. And thanks for watching, and have a very, very nice day.